Hello and welcome to a travel tip. Today we're going to talk about this. This is a MIFI device. Thanks to Ryan for suggesting the topic. I know you're interested in hearing all about the MIFI, and I have mentioned it on my trips to Thailand. Hooey, hooey, hooey. However you pronounce that, I don't know, but there you go. So it's Huawei, and I purchased it for around about £80 on eBay about 2 years ago, because I did some research and discovered that the MiFi was the good way to go. I'm very reluctant about putting a SIM card into my mobile phone. Purely from the point of view that you when you start taking SIM cards out, you start losing settings, and of course you'll end up with a different number. So if anybody is trying to phone you on your mobile phone, then they can't actually get you, because your SIM card is actually not in it. And whilst the roaming charges are quite expensive from abroad for my provider, if you're in Europe, then obviously it's part of the package now that they will allow you to phone and use your normal credit. So, but from Asia, it's not yet there. So you have to rely on things like this MiFi device. It's brilliant because what you can do is you can go to the airport, and just before you leave the airport, there's a vendor there called TRUEMOVE. I mean, there are other providers, AIS and DTAC. However, I prefer TRUEMOVE because I read about this, the fact that they are a Thailand-wide provider, and I've not had any trouble. I've been all the way up in the north on the Laos border, and I've been all the way down south in Canterbury, and also across in Phuket. My MiFi has worked everywhere that I've been within Thailand, so I can recommend TRUEMOVE as the provider. What I do is I go to the airport vendor, and you can, I mean, there's the same prices wherever you go, so it doesn't really make any difference. However, when I go to the airport, I know that I'm going to get it there and then, and they're going to put the SIM card in for me and ensure that it's working before I leave the shop. So what I do is I usually get the package, which is 800 baht per month. It's a rolling package, so if you are there for more than 1 month, replenish the money and it will carry on from there. But it was actually 12 gigabytes of data this time. It does vary. Sometimes they don't give you as much, but usually it's around 10 or 12 gigabytes. And once you've used all of the data up, it goes on to a lower rate of bandwidth, so you don't get cut off, as it were. A word of warning is the fact that if you're going to use it for YouTube, I would say that's a big no-no. Do not use it for YouTube. You will run out of data very, very quickly, and you'll wonder why. So wait for a proper Wi-Fi connection. Let's say in a restaurant, they usually have a Wi-Fi system that you can ask for the password for that. It's more about using it for social media, so Facebook and things like that, where you and I've used it for Messenger as well. The system, this is quite an old model actually. This is obviously I purchased it about 2 years ago, but this is actually quite an old model. It has the 4G capability, and was one of the ones that was recommended in a Thailand forum. Briefly then, so the idea of it is that you have mobile data and you can connect your phone via Wi-Fi. So you just type in the password, which you will find inside. Okay, so it's on the back of the cover here. As far as battery is concerned, it's got a good 6 to 8 hour battery if you charge it up overnight. I can recommend that you can also purchase a power bank You can actually buy a 8,000 milliamp from B&M in the UK, so it's quite cheap. It was about 6 or 8 quid. It was a really, really good deal. I have seen them on eBay as well for the same price. So the power bank, and I have two. I did have 2 of those, but I gave one to my wife because she was, oh darling, I need a power bank. Oh, you've got 2 power banks. Can I have one? Etc. You know what it's like. You can charge it on the go, as it were. So you can charge the MIFI on the go with the power bank and carry on using it. So it's pretty good. Overall, good product, a good device, and extremely useful for Thailand if you're going there and you need to have data for your phone or your tablet or any other device that has Wi-Fi and requires internet. Okay, so thank you for watching Travel Tips, and I'll catch you again for another one very soon. Bye for now.